I am Neil Larthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet, moist, every single time they think of you, and your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. Okay? Your SP takes 20 bathroom breaks to masturbate at your image. It's fucking affirmations like that which we need to say on a daily basis, okay? Now, hold up. Before you get it twisted, I am not implying that you are required to say affirmations, that robotic affirmations are necessary. As a matter of fact, when you come to know what I teach on this channel, you will realize that I actually don't believe that you need any sort of technique. But what I will say is, if your issue is that you constantly are saying nothing but negative bullshit about yourself or about your situation, you might as well do the same fucking shit, but instead of negative, speak nothing but praise. Okay? Because in some cases, you have to fight fire with fire. And that's why I am the best affirmation artist on YouTube. And not to mention the best fucking manifestation coach in the fucking universe. Which, by the way, I forgot to say, if you want to change your fucking life forever, work with me. All my information is in the description box below. But your SP takes 20 bathroom breaks to relieve themselves from you. There was a woman who worked with me, and I've told this story plenty of times. We're just going to call her Benny, who thought of me as a player, which technically I am, okay? But right now I'm sort of chained down, so to speak. And she thought of me as a player. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that I dated her best friend, okay? Fair enough. I digress. But she thought I was a player, and when she started working with me, it was very clear that she was trying to distance herself from me. Now, granted, I'm not one of those guys who just starts cold approaching women, whether it's at work or whether it's on the street, unless I just fucking feel like it. But especially when we are at work, I really like to just mind my own business, and if something happens, naturally it happens, right? So I wasn't doing the whole thing of like, hey, at the water cooler, are they treating you well? Just let me know if you need anything, okay? I'm just a cubicle away. It's like, no. I wasn't doing any of that fucking beta male shit, okay? I was simply minding my own business. But, when somebody is trying to ignore you, it is quite fucking obvious, so much so that you can just smell it, okay? And given the fact that I dated her friend, I could tell that she already built some sort of history in her mind with me. But I decided to build some history between me and her in my imagination, because to be honest with you, her friend was sexy, but she was fucking hot too, okay? She had a little bit of height to her, tall, just long legs, just volleyball player, yes, okay? Fucking yes. Professional volleyball player. But the point I'm trying to make is she was fucking smoking hot. And around the time that she started working with me, I decided to use her as an experiment, because I was detached enough from her. And I'm not saying you have to be detached, but it's a lot more easier to manifest when you are detached from the outcome, and when you know that you're God, and you separate yourself from the mind and the body, and you act in your operant power, and you act as God. But with her, I didn't really have to do any of that, because I was so fucking detached, because there was already like 6 other SPs on deck, right? But I thought, if I can manifest this chick, then fuck it, I could teach this shit, right? I didn't really think that, but in the back of my head, I was like, this is really going to be something to tell as a story if I can do this. So when we would work on the same shift, she would be in a very close station near mine. We worked at a restaurant, and like I said, it was very clear that she was trying to keep her distance from me, not even make eye contact, right? Making just a natural resting bitch face whenever I was near her. Well, what I would do is, even though the 3D was showing me otherwise, I would tell myself, breaking the fourth wall, sometimes almost whispering it to myself when nobody was around, that Benny takes fucking 20 different bathroom breaks because she can't stop going to the bathroom to masturbate to me. Actually, no, I said this. I said that she carries 5 different pairs of panties to work every day because she keeps having accidents whenever she thinks about me, okay? But it's pretty much the same shit as this title. And I kid you not, within weeks, she started doing this really weird thing on social media where she would block me and unblock me, even though we weren't following each other. And she started making weird as fuck excuses to start conversations with me. I've never met a woman in my whole entire man whore career where I'm talking to another person and I'll have my back turned and she'll say, hey, did you know that they have a Buc-ee's in California? And I didn't even know that she was fucking there, right? And she has like that very, sweet smile on her face. So, you don't want to be rude. But, I mean, shit, imagine if a guy who was so fucking needy would interrupt a girl's conversation when she had her back turned, right? She would probably look at her like, who the fuck was talking to you? But this girl is not naturally that fucking confident. I mean, she's definitely not shy, I would say, but she is a little bit reclusive at times. But the fact that she went from thinking I'm a player, distancing herself, to all of a sudden this 360 where she has the balls to fucking start conversations with me, which I'm not saying that every girl who starts conversations with you means that they want to have your fucking children, but what I'm saying is it wasn't just that. It was... Okay, so my camera just went into another parallel universe. But basically, long story short, I started saying that she had 5 pairs of panties and she brought them to work every single day because she kept on masturbating to me in the fucking bathroom. And she fucking did a whole 360. And let's just say the story ends with things that I know HR's fucking watching this channel and they want to fucking incriminate me for, right? But fuck it, I'm about to retire. We fucked. Okay, but either ways, the point is, guys, without having to get, into the intimate details of my sex life, guys, this shit is scary, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give credit so much to affirmations. I don't give credit so much to robotic affirmations. I don't know why I just love doing this with my hand, but it looks really fucking cool. But I don't know, I'm not going to say that everybody has to affirm and everybody has to imagine. But the reason why it worked for me is because I didn't look at it as I'm robotically affirming. I am trusting in the technique of affirmations that everybody is talking about, right? The reason why it worked is because I shifted to the reality where, despite what the 3D was showing me, I shifted to the reality where she's all over me, okay? Just like that, I shifted to the state where, despite what the 3D is showing me, I gave myself her obsessing over me. Because you see, when I talk about breaking the fourth wall, when you are literally in the midst of your SP, when you're in the fucking jungles of shitty 3D circumstances, and it feels like the whole world hates you and you're the ugliest ugly duckling in the universe, right? When you're in that midst, and instead of doing the natural thing that your subconscious is accustomed to, which is to say, shit, my life sucks, fuck, this hurts so bad that they're rejecting me, fuck, I feel like such a loser, you are saying, fuck, this is already her 4th fucking pair. She cannot stop. I mean, they're gonna fire her for all the fucking time she keeps masturbating thinking of me. This is crazy. This is scandalous. She's a horny bastard. Your subconscious is going to go like, wait, what? It has to make sense of it. And the more you persist in it, the more it will have to reflect that to you, right? Now, you see, with me, I'm the type of guy where, because I've been doing this for long enough, I realize that manifestation is instant. Even if she doesn't fucking marry you in the seconds after you do your affirmations, I'll tell you one thing that will manifest right away is the state change. And I guarantee you this, okay? Again, the more you become aware of movement and signs that it's working, the more you will only manifest this loop of, I only see signs, but I'm not in my end goal, right? But if you want to talk about an actual sign, it's when you feel like your mood has changed. When you go from feeling like shit to all of a sudden borderline fucking giggling to yourself, like knee slappers in the midst of the jungles of your 3D circumstances, showing you nothing but she hates you, she has another boyfriend, she says that you're too short for her, she has you blocked, she rejected your coffee date, she thinks you're a loser, right? You break the fourth wall and you laugh at the face of those circumstances, right? Because when your subconscious sees that whenever you notice something that you don't want in the 3D circumstances, and yet instead of responding like you typically do, which is just repeat to yourself and admit and confirm what you see in front of you, oh shit, she rejected me, fuck, why did she reject me? And you start thinking in your head, what can I do so that way she doesn't reject me again? What can I do for her to like me? What can I do to get her attention? You are admitting that she doesn't like you. You're admitting that she doesn't give you attention. You are admitting that you have to do something to have her, aka you are admitting you don't have her. But when you see that you don't have her in the 3D, but you just say, holy shit, now she's going to buy a 6-pair? Your subconscious is like, oh, okay. So she's masturbating to him. She's masturbating to him because she is fucking sexually attracted to him. So this 3D, let's scratch that. Let's give him what he's giving now, because your subconscious is fucking retarded. It only gives you what you're giving yourself. So give yourself what you want right now in imaginal acts, whether it's through imagination or whether it's through confirmation, decidation. I just made that fucking word up, deciding from your God power. Remember, when you always decide, you don't ever want to decide from the state of not having. You want to decide from the state of separation from the mind, separation from the body, because that is your true essence. You are not the mind, you're not the body, you are just the observer. And guess what? An observer who's sitting on his ass, just watching the cameras all day, just watching CCTV footage, they don't have anybody in the room but them. It's just them. They can eat all the donuts that they want. They can be on their phone. They could be smoking a fucking bowl. And everybody in the surveillance is their puppet. Well, that's the way you got to see your life, okay? So if you are going to be triggered by the 3D, I would suggest that though robotic affirmations are not necessary, if you have intrusive thoughts and you can just not stand what the 3D is showing you, then just simply give your 3D, you decide right now what it is. And you say that she's carrying 5 pairs of panties to work every single day because she can't stop thinking about you. Okay? You say that if it's a situation where he doesn't want to commit, that he bought 10 fucking rings for each finger, 10 fucking rings for each toe. Even though he just fucking friend zoned your ass. Give you the exact result that you want in the moment that you see the opposite, and you will trick your subconscious to believing that is true. Therefore, it will have nothing but the decision to make it true. It will not have any choice. Okay? Now, I can only say so much in these videos. I used to make these videos 40 minutes long, but you know, I realize now that everybody's situation is different, and I'm just giving you as much nuggets of wisdom as I can. But if you have a situation where you are really struggling and you feel like all hope is lost, or if you really just feel like you're on the verge of getting your results but you need that extra push, or if you just want to fucking chat, I'll tell you this, no matter what